Hey, welcome to the Uncarved Blocked. Today we will be talking about Mr. Jovan Bradley. Mr. Jovan Bradley has a channel on YouTube, which is really just an extension of his TikTok channel, in which every day he debates people on usually the same things, such as trans women are women, Trump is an idiot, something like that, which I agree with, the Christian God is evil, stuff like that. But today we'll of course address his call-in, his interactions with the caller concerning trans issues, and where I think Jovan kind of is dishonest.
Do you go by he or do you go by she?
Oh, I'm a he. Yeah,
so
I'm a he.
your...
I have XY, right? Isn't that what makes you a man?
That's not what makes you a man.
Then what is it?
Man would be a gender identity. Gender identity is an internal self-perception of your sex and how that's oriented in your body. It's not XY. That would be your chromosomes, which would relate to your sex typically.
Simply not true. As we can see from this statement from Oxford Family Languages, a man is an adult human male, and a male is a person or a member of a species whose reproductive organs do, will, did, or should have produced small gametes. I had to create my own definition because people were so pedantic. If I said a member of a species whose reproductive organs do produce small gametes, well, what about this? Well, what about that? Well, what about a kid? Is a kid a male? Oh, what? So, okay, came up with my own definition that should eliminate all possibilities. It even includes intersex, should have. It includes those who are infertile, should have. Includes those who are old, did. Includes children, will. That would all be male. And a man would be the adult form of that condition.
Okay, your chromosome relates to your sex.
Typically.
Then what makes you? Then how are your pronouns derived? Based off your sex, or just what you want?
Based off your gender identity.
Wrong. Again, as Oxford Languages says, he refers to a man or a boy. But no, Jovan and people like him are trying to create these things to fit their narrative. Or it could even be a male animal, which of course we are animals. It's also a social construct which has nothing to do with your own decisions, but what everybody else says. So if you want to sit there and go, well, this is a social construct as opposed to an identity, then you need to go with what people call you. If people say you're a he, and most of them do, then you need to accept that you're a he. I personally do not have a gender identity of he. I am just a he because I am an adult human male.
Oh, gender identity. Okay. Yeah. I disagree with that because, like,
based on what?
Scientifically speaking, if you have a certain chromosome, it links to your sex, and your sex would be how I would address you, right? Scientifically.
So wait, you call all women females?
Why, yes, Jovan. All women are females. Not all females are necessarily women, but all women are females.
I mean, if they're a female, yes.
So you don't call people men and women, you just call them females and males?
A female is, what is a female? Is it not a woman?
Do you think all females are women?
Oh, and the dishonesty begins. Do you call all women females? Oh my gosh. This guy is clearly just in it for the clicks. He wants to be able to make money so he can sit on his ass and play video games.
You know what a 2-year-old female is?
It's still a female.
You said all female are women, correct?
Yeah, she's still.
So you believe a 2-year-old is a woman?
She's going to be a woman. She's a woman.
Not gonna be. You said all females are women. So is this 2-year-old a woman?
She is. I just told you she is a woman.
Here the caller messes up. What he originally says was all women are females. And he said, oh, do you call, and Jovan said, oh, do you call all women females? Well, yeah, you would. But Jovan twisted it and put the guy's words in his mouth, and the guy fell for it. But this is how Jovan twists what his callers say. But the guy originally said all women are females. And Jovan apparently ran with that, flipped it around, and he gaslighted his caller into thinking he had said something else. But the caller is probably nervous because most people aren't used to doing this. And he messed up, unfortunately.
So nobody who's XY can give birth because that would make you a man, right?
I guess.
Okay, that's what we're going with. Give me 1 second. I just, I guess there's just something that I'm wondering really quickly. Let's just do this real quick.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, sure. Kiara, can you see the screen right now?
Yes.
Could you read what's on the screen to me really quickly?
Mm-hmm. Pregnancy and delivery in a patient, and then it's cut off.
I got you. Don't worry.
With pure 46XY karyotype. Summary of actual knowledge about.
Tell me,
Oh, okay. So just really quickly, just really quickly. So there have been. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Read it out
I'm
if
sorry.
You want,
I'm sorry. Not.
Have her piece read the whole thing out if you want. Don't Google whatever you want.
I'm not talking to you right now.
Straight off. I'm sitting here straight off my mind. I don't have no Google computer in front of me. And
really
I'm telling you,
crashing out.
Scientifically,
are you crashing out?
XX and XY is what you are. Is what determines your sex, your gender.
You said that XX is women, but here we have a summary of knowledge about XY women, and specifically an XY woman who not
How
only
many
got
of
pregnant.
them?
The old intersex gambit. This is where people seem to think, trans supporters, trans allies, seem to think that bringing intersex in somehow succeeds in defending their argument. It doesn't. Intersex people are intersex. And look how we can twist what Jovan says next.
What's that percentage?
What does the frequency matter? Why does
that?
the frequency matter?
Give me the ratio.
Why does the frequency matter? If just one person exists in this way, it destroys your logic.
Oh my God. No, it's not, bro.
Yeah, it does.
If just one person exists this way, it destroys your logic. Okay. We shouldn't allow TI men into female spaces such as bathrooms. Well, why? They're just there to pee. Oh, really? Because I have this one example where a TI man assaulted and raped a woman. Kind of defeats your logic, doesn't it, Jovan? Oops.
Chromosome is give it to me. Give me the ratio.
I'm sorry. If one person does, then that means women are not specifically XX. This wouldn't be a man.
Tell me how many people with male chromosomes
Jesus Christ,
that
you're
were
too
born
stupid to
DNA
even understand.
male
You're too stupid to even
chromosomes
understand the
birth
fucking
of the child.
argument. You're too dumb to literally understand the argument. That's embarrassing.
I haven't insulted you.
I'm insulting you because you can't understand the argument.
If you have to resort to insults, I understand.
Well, no, I've done the argument. You're too dumb to follow the argument. That's two different things. I've 100% insulting you, yeah, because you are incapable of following the argument.
Jovan is too dumb and dishonest to understand the fact that he's being so. What Jovan should have done a long time ago is just said, unless he doesn't agree with this, that males did, will, or should have produced small gametes. Women would be large gametes. Women would be females. But no, Jovan just wants to, he's a debate bro. He just wants to do this crap for views. I prefer honesty myself.
Here we have your claim is that all women must have XX chromosomes. Yet here we have a woman who has XY chromosome karyotyping, and not only has this, but got pregnant and delivered a baby, even though they have XY karyotyping.
Okay, and all I'm asking you
So
is
the answer
take,
is that
take the whole
the
take
answer,
all the data that they
I'm not
have.
done.
How many times would that
The
happen is what I'm
answer is
asking
not
you.
all women have XX chromosomes. That's the answer. That's the answer. You
Okay,
can try to pivot.
I
You can try to
agree
move
with
the
that.
goalpost. You're
Not
going to do
all.
all
I
that.
agree with that. I agree with
Then
that.
there you go. XX doesn't make you a woman. Thank
So
you.
there
Thank you
is,
for coming to my
there
TED
is,
Talk.
there can be,
XX
there
doesn't
can
make you a
be.
woman. Great. Beautiful. We agree.
I literally challenged Jovan to a debate, and his handler, he never responded, but his handler said, well, he's not interested. Why not? Why not have a fair debate on on a platform, on a fair platform? You know why, Jovan? Because you would get demolished because you're too stupid to understand science.
Doesn't matter
Is
what the
it
norm
not?
is. We're not talking about norms.
There can be slight variations.
Hold on.
It
We're
doesn't
not
change.
talking about what is typical. We're not talking about the norm. Right now, what we're talking about is a necessary condition. What must you have to be a woman? It's not XX chromosomes because here we
I
have
told you,
here
and
we
I'm
have a
not going to
woman.
change.
What must you have? Again, reproductive organs that do, will, did, or should have produced either small or large gametes. But will Jovan do that, or will he continue to pretend like he's smarter than this guy?
Yeah, because you don't know what necessary means.
Okay, so
Define necessary.
I heard you talking with another gentleman earlier about
I'm not doing
the
anything
creation of the universe and God.
I'm not doing anything until you define the term necessary for me. Tell me what
I
necessary
don't have
means.
to then to your term.
Okay.
How about you learn how to spell necessary, Jovan, before you insult others? Well, that's enough for this little bit of video. I'll have more of Jovan coming. He provides a lot of content to laugh at, critique, and just roll your eyes and say, what a moron. That this guy is seen as a trans ally. He's not really. I mean, sure, I guess he's sincere in his opinion that TI men are women, but the way he goes about it is more likely to drive people away than convert them. And what kind of ally do you want? Do you want an ally that's going to convert people, or do you want an ally that's going to drive people away and make them harder in their position? Oop, if there's any noise, it's my goofy dog. So, what we really need to recognize is Jovan spent this entire time trying to make a fool of this man. And I will grant that the man had a lack of education on these matters, but that's no reason to make somebody a fool. You should help them. Jovan didn't do that. He just wanted to humiliate this guy so his people in his chat and his viewers would be entertained and laugh and giggle and say, "They'll how dumb." I've challenged Jovan. Make me look like a fool, Jovan. Because here's the one thing that really makes you look like a fool in that entire discourse. Not once did you defend your claim that, quote unquote, trans women are women. Not once. Nothing you said defended that claim. That makes you a fool, stupid, and an idiot. To my viewers, I hope you have more brains than Jovan. Criticize me, that's fine. And hopefully I will do my best to be convinced if what your arguments say are true. If they're not, then I will defend my position. But Jovan needs to do better.